Okay, time now is 2:02 p.m. on June 13th. June 14th. Uh, it's been 30 days since I've graduated. Um, yeah, I slept from 5:45 to about 1-ish p.m., 1:15-ish. I was pretty much awake. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of what I dreamed about. I think the only thing I remember is I was in a classroom again. I was back at the school, and Natalie showed up to class really late, and I was sitting near the locker side of the room. Natalie, so I was literally like the first row next to the lockers, or the first column. I don't know. And then Natalie showed up, and I think Natalie sat at like the third column, and she had purple hair, purple dyed hair with bangs. And we're all like surprised, but then I was like, oh yeah, everyone changes, everyone gets new styles. And I was a little jealous. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So today I'm gonna continue applying to jobs. Uh, I'm also, yeah, I'm also, gonna go to the gym, I think. So it's a Sunday, and the gym closes at like 5:30. So I gotta be there at like 4:30 or earlier. So I actually don't have a lot of time to do anything. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a big breakfast, and then I'm gonna go. So, yeah. I'm also thinking of getting Trader Joe's, but maybe not a good idea because, yeah, because, if I go to Trader Joe's immediately after gym, I have to carry it all the way back by walking or by bus. But, mm, nah. So, yeah. But that's pretty much it for today. Nothing else. I hope Sunny hits me up. Sunny, please text me, okay? Ask me to hang out. Please. Because I don't want to be the one who do it. Okay? I've reminded her that I want to hang out with her like twice already. So yeah. Uh that's it. That's all. The sleep was fine. The sleep was fine. But I gotta sleep earlier. Oh, yeah. Okay, time now is 4:38 p.m. Yeah, I oh man, I don't fucking know, man. This morning I woke up and all is well. Not really all is well, a bit down, but it's fine. Life goes on. And yeah, and I thought I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Um, and then when I went to the bathroom, I was looking at Instagram. I realized I don't check Instagram that much these days because I just find like nothing interesting goes on. Like I get to see what people are up to, but none of them are really like people don't affect me anyways. What they do don't really mean anything. So, but I look at Instagram, and I saw that Sunny posted. Sunny's back in LA, and turns out last night she was at some fashion show, and she was responsible for doing some animation in the back, which look really nice, really talented. So she's back and she's doing things with people. And then she reposted a selfie with that guy. And they were hugging, and there's like a caption. Like, that guy was being like half ironic about it. It's like, oh yeah, I just found my crazy Chinese mutt, like MUTT, I don't know what that means, like something. And then Sunny responded with like a bandaged heart emoji. And the last night I was like, there's an 85% chance she already has a boyfriend. Right now it's like 100. Maybe 100 is too absolute, so I'd say like 99. It's so upsetting. So I'm like, great, of course. What happened to Jayun is happening to me now. No. What happened to me during Jayun is happening to me again. And I took a quick shower, and I just fucking can't, man. I just can't fucking do it. I, like, in the shower, I was thinking to myself, like, I know it's kind of stupid to just see one selfie and be like, it's over. But, I don't know, just in the grander scheme of things, just, again, like, I'm really struggling to make a short film. I finally got to like someone at the end of my college life, at the very, very, very end. And then it just goes to shit anyways, because within a month of dumping a guy, she's now with another guy. And I don't know what to do now. I literally have nothing. And again, I just started thinking about just killing myself. And I was crying in the shower, and just now I wanted to cry. I just, like, there's like nothing left for me. And I don't know, I just have no motivation to do anything. I just had breakfast, I just made myself some French toast, but it was so unmotivated. Like, I just don't want to cook for myself anymore. I don't want to eat anymore. I just don't want to do anything anymore. I'm still supposed to go to the gym. I don't even know if I'm in the mood to go to the gym. I have nothing. I just made a Google spreadsheet where I basically listed out the list of things I want to do before I die. A couple days ago, I thought it would be nice if I die on my birthday, but there are a couple of fallbacks to that. I think first of all, I know this is a little silly, but I would miss Maisie's birthday, and I would, because I'm September 7th and they're on September 22nd, and maybe I should just be there and say happy birthday to them. And also, there are like still too many things I have yet to finish. Like the film 33 doc, I highly doubt I'll be able to finish it within 2.5 months. But I'm sure I can finish it next year. Also, my brother's graduation in his high school, I kind of have to attend, just as a nice gesture, which is next year, June, I believe. So my new plan is I'm gonna die next year, which is, yeah, hopefully this will be my best year ever. You know, this June till next June-ish, July, August. So next year I have to go back to Hong Kong anyways, regardless of whether I get the master's degree or not, because my OPT ends in July, and if I do my master's, which is gonna start in September, I'm gonna you know, I'm gonna have to go back to Hong Kong to renew my visa, so I will have to go back to Hong Kong anyways, and I can't die in LA. I have to die in Hong Kong. It's just a better place to die. It's just a nicer place to die, and I want to do it on my own bed. Yeah, and I just wrote a list of like things I can do like T minus 3 weeks and T minus 2 weeks, and yeah, I think I'm gonna spend the last couple weeks in Hong Kong, and uh, I'm just gonna enjoy like good food and some people. I just I've truly thought about like hiring an escort because it would be kind of sad if I die without having had sex. And at that point, I don't mind anyways. I don't mind the stigma. I don't mind the fact that it's not with someone I genuinely love. I don't mind at all because I'm gonna die anyways. But yeah. So I don't know. It's a little anticlimactic because the whole 2 month plan has become a 1 year plan, or a year and a month. So which is again like knowing me, I know like every time I plan to kill myself, the plan is so elaborate that at some point I realize maybe it's not worth it. Maybe I should just do it tomorrow. Maybe I should just do it tonight. Then it's a more surefire way that I will actually die. And then if I have to like wait a whole year to do it, maybe I will change my mind. Um, but um, honestly though, one way to surefire my own death is if I don't do masters. Like if I fail at applying it for masters, I might as well die. You know, that's like the final nail in the coffin because I genuinely have no future beyond that. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's so pathetic. I'm so pathetic. I'm 23 and I don't love anyone. And Sunny, I don't even know the irony is I don't even know her that well, and I don't know. It looks like she's on her fifth or sixth or whatever, and I don't know. I just don't want to care anymore. I just don't want to care anymore. And maybe it's a little unfair to the people who care about me because I'm blessed to have at least a couple of people who care about me. But yeah. Uh what's what's the point of being cared about if you can't contribute anything to the world or back to them, you know? I think yeah, I mean I would actually that's a really good point. Maybe before I die I should get a lot of money somehow. Maybe commit some crime, sell drugs, I don't know, rob some banks, and give them to my parents because they need them. Maybe I should actually get a really good job, which is again like I don't know. I gotta contribute back in some ways. I don't know. Maybe I'll sell everything. I think the most surefire way to getting money and the safest way is to just sell things. Um, yeah, yeah, probably. Uh, oh man, I don't know how can I face Sunny anymore. I know last night I was like, I'm gonna go see her, regardless of whether she has a boyfriend or not, and we can talk. And I think learning about her is already a pleasure. But like now, every time I see her on Instagram, I just think about suicide, and I don't even know if I can face her anymore. And then finally, I want to. My suicide note is gonna be a film because, of course, I'm a film guy, and it's gonna be called "It Felt Like a Dream" because my life feels like a dream. It's just a an illusion. My life is just a hazy illusion. You know, just 23 years, 24 years just goes by like a drifting cloud, you know. And it's gonna be a retrospective of like just the things and the things I've done and the places I've been throughout my childhood, and I'm at my wit's end. I don't know if I could go on any further. I've tried my best, and I like, what the fuck am I doing at USC? I just spent the last 2.5 years. I just kept going and going and going, and it's so silly. Like, why did I keep going? Like, I should have just stopped earlier. Like, after my community college, and then I got to go back to Hong Kong for 3 months. That was amazing. That was the perfect time, and then I decided to come back to LA to do USC, and it was 2.5 years of like, what? What did I do? You know? I did nothing. I didn't do any meaningful short films. I could have done The World Is Not Enough myself back in Hong Kong. Like, that would have been a good ending. And like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking coming to USC? It's so stupid. It's so stupid, you know. I learned nothing. I gained nothing. Other than a couple of great friends, but beyond that, it was just nothing. It was just a bunch of nothing. I'm so stupid. I'm just letting my pain go on. If I didn't come to USC, I wouldn't have to sit through Jiayun and then now Sunny and just more extra unnecessary pain. Just more pain sprinkled on top. Like, for what? It's so fucking stupid. I could have stayed in Hong Kong and gotten into a school there, studied some bullshit, or not. Just work some shitty jobs. The job market's probably a little better in Hong Kong, considering that I can just work some shitty retail, whatever, I don't know. And just save up some money, make my last film, and then boom. It would have been way cleaner. Like, what the hell was I thinking coming to USC? That's so mega stupid. That's so stupid. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's all so incredibly dumb, you know. I should have died earlier. It's just like, extra 2.5 years of what? Extra 2.5 years of what? What? Like, I had more fun at community college, even though the last semester was shit, even though Film 33 was shit, but I had experienced something. And it felt like I had a family for a little bit. And then I came to USC, and it's just one, like, disgusting, unnecessary mess. It's hilarious how stupid this all is. It's actually hilarious. I don't know, man. If I died earlier, I wouldn't even have to worry about the Empire, because the Empire is written from my experience at USC. If I didn't go to USC, I wouldn't even need to make this goddamn movie. I wouldn't even feel the need to make this. It would just be fine. I would just be in Hong Kong, and I would just... If I make movies in Hong Kong, it would be about the nature and about, like, the earth or whatever. Like, like, it's actually so stupid. It's actually so stupid. I don't know, so I guess the big question is suicide on or off? I don't know. But right now it's on again. But it's gonna be, instead of the 2-month plan, it's now the 1-year plan. So the second half of 2026, I really don't have much. I mean, I'm going to show you the Google spreadsheet. I mean, might as well. So the second half of 2026, there's like not much. I'm going to make a film that I wanted to make. It's about USC. It's about loneliness. I'm gonna go to the gym, watch movies, read books, and then at the end of 2026, hopefully, I finish the doc. And then it's just like, the last couple months is when it gets quite eventful, which is really exciting. I'll donate everything I own. I will, finish all the books and movies. I will release all my scripts online. I'll say goodbye to the people here in the US. I think, as far as I know, people who really care about me are like Michelle, Tova, Lizzie, Christian, and Maisie. Maybe Potter. Maybe Jonathan. I don't know. Yeah, and then T-minus 1 month, I'll travel around the world. There's like a bunch of places I really want to go to, go back to, or go to. Like, I'm in the UK. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Japan again. South Korea again. I don't know, just a bunch of places. New York City, right? And then yeah, T-minus 2 weeks return to Hong Kong. I mean, there's like a little leeway there. Maybe I could go back to Hong Kong earlier. Because my life's better there anyways. Fuck me, man. I didn't know I had to resort to this, but I guess I have no choice. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, and the thing is, I'm not even upset at Sunny, because she's done nothing to me. She's done nothing. Yeah, she's done like nothing. It's not like Jayun, who talks to me every night, calls me, and literally fucking meet me, has dinner with me, and then still end up with like a prick. A white prick. A pasty mayonnaise white prick. That I have all the right to be upset with Jayun. Sunny, I don't even like. It's not even her problem. It's just the world. It's just the way the world works. So yeah, I don't know. Should I go to the gym? I did say I want to go to the gym solely because I want to look nice when I die. I need to mog them as a corpse. It'll be open casket, okay? It gotta be open casket. Or not, it's whatever. But if I die peacefully, I think open casket is the way. Like, I'll just be laying on my bed, flat, and, just peacefully. I mean, if I like blow up, and my face is all disfigured and burnt, then it's a closed casket, obviously. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do now. Should I keep applying for jobs? Should I continue to eat good food? Should I continue to care about my own short film? Should I watch a movie tonight? I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. I don't know what I'm gonna do anymore. Yeah. Okay, time now is 12:15 after midnight. My laptop's screaming for life right now because it wants to, because I'm exporting a video. Yeah, I don't know, man. Today's really a low point for me. Um, I don't know, man. I really don't know what to say or what to think. I lost all motivation to do anything today, but I did go to the gym, which is surprising. I should have just stayed home, but I did go. And gym didn't close at 5:30. Gym actually closed at 7. So I was thinking of leaving around 5:45, but I ended up leaving around 6:05 ish. I walked all the way to campus and listening to music while walking, melancholic. And I ran into Jayan as I was entering the campus through the McClintock entrance. And I took off my sunglasses, my shitty sunglasses, that is. I walked past one person, and I was dead inside. I was not showing any emotion. I had resting bitch face, I'll tell you that. And then a familiar looking girl shows up, and it's Jayan. Covered in sweat, no makeup, just her, looking like a mess. Not I'd say she's pretty. She's pretty, but she's not trying to be, She looks like a mess. Um and I was like, oh, I don't want to stop my music and run like talk to people, but sure. And we just talked for like a few seconds. She was like, what are you doing here? Do you have class or something? And I'm like, no, I'm going to the gym. And you also went to the gym? And she's like, oh, well, yeah. And she told me she just got a job on campus, so she's gonna go to the gym on campus as well. And I'm like, cool. I mean, good luck. Have fun at your job or whatever. And I didn't even say goodbye. She just left, and then I left. And then unfortunately, I only had half an hour at the gym. Again, I wish I had more time. I did some pull-ups, I did some bench press, and then I ended up doing a run, which was fine. And then I decided to walk to the USC Village to draw. And I drew, and I only wore like a t-shirt yesterday. Not yesterday, today. I wore like a sports shirt, like a nylon shirt, and holy shit, it was cold, it was windy, and I thought it's like hot as fuck, but turns out it's like cold. So I walked back home, and then I spent more time after coming home drawing, because I don't know what else I can do at this point. And then I had dinner, so I didn't even have lunch. I just skipped lunch. I had French toast for breakfast, and then I had a big fried chicken breast and some pasta and a salad kit. And that's it. I just skipped lunch. I just don't care anymore. Like, why the fuck am I eating food at this point? I don't know. I came back home and took a shower, and I wanted to talk to someone because I feel like it's absolutely bizarre that I have no one to talk to about this. Usually I would talk to Christian because honestly, the only Christian and Maisie knows that I have a thing for Sunny. And Christian is AWOL. He is gone. I don't know where he is. I texted him last Friday saying, yo, no response. I just straight up called him, no response. I hope he's doing okay. I hope he's doing fine. I know he isn't a fan of his family, and rightfully so, considering how they treated him. So him being back at Minnesota with his family might not be pleasant for him. I just hope he's doing okay. I don't know why he's gone AWOL. I hope he's just missing because he decided to not use his phone because he's like camping, or maybe he changed his number or something. But yeah, I hope he's doing well. And then Maisie's at work or something. I don't know. Yeah. So And then I was gonna call Retablo, but he's busy cooking with his family, and it's late now. So pretty much I have no one to speak to today. I don't know, and the irony is that tomorrow I'm gonna hang out with Liam from community college, and then Lizzie's actually coming because Lizzie, it's just Liam is straight up just called Lizzie, and so we're all going to see Disclosure Day, which is exciting. But again, I'm so beat. Like I genuinely don't know what else to do. I genuinely don't know what to do now. I am I don't know what to do now. I just don't. Um I I wish I'm still seeing my therapist. Um Maybe I should if this gets any worse. Um I also did research on how much melatonin it takes to kill someone. There's a thing called LD50, which stands for lethal dose 50. If you take this much of a substance, there's a 50% chance you'll die, which is like not a lot. Like 50% is like half and half. And even though I'm not like a strong person, I'm also a guy in his mid 20s who doesn't have a lot of health issues. So I'm not that weak either. I don't know what the LD50 for melatonin is, but there's a study online that talked about how a middle-aged woman tried to kill herself by consuming 120 milligrams of melatonin. That is about 12 pills from this bottle. So even 12 cannot kill a middle-aged woman. Um, so I feel like I would have to take a lot more than 12 in order to kill me. Like 15. But the thing is, if you survive a melatonin overdose, the side effects will be, extreme drowsiness, dizziness, vomiting. The fact that one melatonin pill is already making me super depressed and um, just unmotivated, and also stomachache. That's the worst part, I think. I think if I survive a melatonin overdose, it would be pretty painful. So, yeah. Holy shit. Okay. So loud. But yeah, I guess I'm glad I ran into Jayun today. I don't know what she thinks of me. I don't really care anymore. Um, but I guess seeing her makes me realize at the end of the day, if I were to pursue someone, it should be an international student because even though I was quite giddy when Sunny, literally the only ethnically Chinese person as part of the Click to View community, but also she's not that far removed from her, I guess, parent culture because she speaks Mandarin. Um, I was quite giddy. I was like, hey, that's not too bad. But at the end of the day, what does she know about, being international? I think that's such an integral part of my experience here in the US. Just, I came here 4 years ago, panicked, not knowing what to do. That's something that she won't relate. So, yeah. Um, and also, I think the even bigger issue is she's not even into film. And she won't, like, we won't have that much of a common ground, anyways. Whereas the guy she's presumably dating is into all these things. that she's into, you know, crazy, artsy, ugly internet visuals that isn't necessarily film. I think my approach to film and my approach to art is like really different. I feel like we're both experimental in our own rights, but the way she's experimental is really different from the way I am. So I don't know. I The good thing is, even though the last 3 days have been quite torturous, I feel like I can survive this better than Jayun's, because the rule of thumb is the more time I've spent with one person and then I get betrayed, the same amount of time would be needed for me to get out of that. And Mary was the toughest because I was obsessed with Mary for like 3 years, 3.5 years, and then getting out of, you know, accepting that I couldn't be with Mary at all took me um, like 2 years, basically until I came to USA. Leslie, it took me like, I don't know, I went to USC and then it just stopped. And then Jayun's the real interesting thing because I didn't get out of USC. But I think I was quite upset with Jayun September and then October, and then up until January I was still quite butthurt, but kind of moved on around February maybe, I don't even know. Moved on at some point. Um, but yeah, Sunny didn't even start. Relation. I'm the first person in history to end a relationship before it even starts. Um, so I mean, I was quite interested in her since late April, and it's been maybe 2 months, but in these 2 months, it's been kind of a nothing burger. I feel like 2 months later I'll be fine, probably, which seems really crazy to think about, but I'm sure I'll be fine. The question is still suicide. Still don't know if I'm gonna do it, but again, if I'm gonna do it, it'll be a whole year later. I mean, I'm not even gonna be too bothered by it if it's gonna be a whole year later. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. I don't know anymore. You know, instead of focusing on the Empire, I should focus on making my video essays because they're more reflective of how I feel now. I feel like the Empire is more like when you're in the thick of it, you know. But now I'm gone. I left USC, and I'm not in the thick of it. So yeah. I've genuinely thought of going online. I feel like my rule is gonna be I will go online dating when I turn 24. 24 is like when, okay, you have to go last resort. It's last resort time. And I hate that. The issue is like I don't even want to go online dating, not just because of the stigma, but at this point it's less about, ooh, I want love, I want sex. It's more of just like, what even is the fucking point? The human experience is so fucking stupid. Like, what's the point of love and sex and affection when you're all gonna fucking die, you know? Like, what even is the point? It feels so pointless right now. Like, right now, I'm genuinely thinking I can just die alone, owning some cats, not because I'm like upset and now I think I'm like edgy and alone. No, because genuinely, what is the point? You know? So yeah, I don't know. I'm just really done with the whole human experience thing. I just don't think it is for me, and I don't care what others think. If others think I don't know, if they laugh at me, then so be it. If they don't, also so be it. It doesn't matter anymore. The things I do, the things I make, the things I represent, they're no longer important anymore because I am not important. If I die alone and never get to experience love, so what? Doesn't matter anymore. Okay, is my laptop dead? It's not, okay. Okay, time now is 11:49 a.m. in the morning on June 15th. It's been a month since I've graduated. A month of nothingness. Yeah. I slept from 5:45 to I woke up naturally around 10:45 or 11, and then my alarm went off at 11:20, and then I tried to go back to sleep and I didn't. So here I am. I had a dream where I caught a bus in the countryside. It feels like Hong Kong. It feels like some mountain road in Hong Kong. And I got onto the bus and I saw my family, my mom, my brother, and my dad. And then I saw, no, my mom, my brother, and my cousin, my elder cousin. And then beside my mom is Christian, but they have no idea that they're all related through me. But I was quite relieved when I saw Christian on the bus. I was like, oh, thank God you're alive. But I hate that it was just a dream because Christian's still not responsive in real life. So that's that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still really sad. I'm glad I'm able to fall asleep and not die of melancholia and not fall asleep. I'm glad I did fall asleep. But yeah, I'm waking up early because me and Liam and possibly Lizzie and Tova are all going out to see Disclosure Day at AMC Universal, which is exciting. And yeah, whatever, man. Fucking whatever. I'm gonna momentarily give up on my short film and probably permanently give up on Sunny. I'm just gonna focus on getting a job right now. That's like my primary goal, and I don't know. I don't know if with the whole Sunny thing, I don't even know if I'm gonna be in the mood to make my movie at this point, unless I'm able to completely emotionally sever myself from it. Yeah. Again, it's so ironic because Sunny is like we barely have a relationship. We barely know each other. We only had one very beautifully deep talk at a party, and then that's the last time I've ever seen her. And I was even aggressive about it. I was like, let's meet again, let's meet somewhere, let's talk. I've done my best. You can't say it wasn't like Leslie's where I was just dancing around and didn't ask her out or anything. It wasn't like Jayun where I was also kind of dancing around. I was quite straightforward. But alas, she's with some other guy now, which is, again, I have to give it to her. I have to give props because that's very impressive. She dumped a guy in early May and then suddenly she's with another guy in less than a month. That is bonkers, but you do you, man. You do you.
Um, yeah, and then I'll just survive on my own, and then I don't know if I'm ever gonna see her again. If it's not for this film, if I don't make the Empire, then I'll probably never see her again. And some of the people in Click to View as well, it's just like, that's it, I guess. That's it. That's all. So, um, yeah, not really sure what else to expect. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so you're gonna be there? Right, bro. Yeah. You're gonna meet up? Most definitely, bro. Most definitely.
Piña y pase largo de Oliveira. La va a buscar Darwin Núñez y Ramírez.
It's not possible, given geography.
Okay, it's 12:43 after midnight. Yeah, yeah. A month ago, I graduated. Around this time, I was, a tenant of the trees with, the Woos gang. It's so crazy to think that that's a whole month ago, because so much can happen within a month. But alas, that's that. Yeah. So today, what did I do? I did wake up and I did eventually get out of bed. No, I got out at 11:20, and then turns out at around 10:40 a.m. Liam DM'd me saying, "Do you want to get the tickets?" And Liam called me twice, and I'm really scared of people calling me when I'm asleep because I just can't pick it up. But I woke up and I immediately said yes, get the tickets, and he's like okay, and I went back to bed, but I didn't really fall back asleep. So around 12, I left. I really, for real, officially left the bed, and then I had some cereal. Again, very dejected. I don't know. I was just pretty dejected the whole day. The depression is continuing. Um, I had cereal and then my lactose intolerance kicked in. I went to the bathroom and then I'm like, shit, I gotta go. So 1:30 p.m. I left and then I did a 1.5 hour journey to AMC Universal Studios. I listened to music the whole way, so it wasn't, didn't feel that long. And then I arrived at AMC Universal. So Tova and Lizzie did not join. So it's just me and Liam. And it's my second time going to AMC Universal. I went in, and then Liam's there, and then I was hungry because all I had was cereal. So I bought some Sour Patch Kids. And yeah, I think it's been nearly a year since I've seen Liam. I think last time I saw Liam, it was with Thomas. When we hung out. I believe. But yeah, we caught up a little bit. Liam was like, I think I saw Trinity and Jaden's car. I'm like 87% sure. But yeah, anyways, we watched Disclosure Day and I enjoyed it. I had fun. Liam thought it was meh. I think I liked it more than him. But yeah, we left the theater and then I was really hungry, so he's like, there's a Fat Burger nearby, let's go there. So he drove us there, and then we sat down, had a meal, and just talked. And, just catching up, he's been editing stuff. Okay, so I told Thomas my Empire story idea, and Thomas was like, go ask Birkin or Liam to help produce, which was absolutely stupid. Like, why would that be the case? But impressively, Liam did help produce a film where they had to raise $20,000, which is twice as more as I'm planning to do for my film. And yeah, and I was like, holy shit, 20,000. And apparently it's not even with like any grants or anything. It was 1 full month of extreme hard work where the director and a bunch of other people do odd jobs, like cleaning stuff up, visiting old people, and then getting paid. They got $20,000 to do a 3-day shoot. And apparently a lot of money went to the set building because they had to build a 90s retro arcade, and they paid all the cast and crew because people don't want to do work for free. But that's impressive. So I was like, I wanted to do 10K, and I showed him my story, and he seems to like it, so that's that. And then he dropped me off at the metro station, and then I went back home. Yeah. Nothing that interesting. Nothing else that interesting happened. He told me that he still very much has a thing for Ava. I always feel bad about my romantic situation, but honestly, Liam's might be a little sucky. Because it's been how many years since the end of Ends and Means? It's been 3 years, and he's had a fallout with Ava for like a couple of years already, at least. And he's still clinging on to Ava. He's like, oh, I don't have a thing with Ava. I just think it's funny. I just want to meet her and ask her, like, why? Which is, you haven't moved on. Yeah, essentially there's that. And honestly, I think Jaden and Trinity have moved on from Ava too. I think their whole group just kind of fell apart. And then that's pretty much it. And then, yeah, I went back home. My earbuds died, so I didn't listen to music for a little bit at the end. And then I decided to have a quiet and solemn walk from the USC Expo Vermont station to my home, which was like, what, 25 minutes of walking? I could call the lift. It was like after 8 p.m., but then again, I was in the mood. I was sad. The moment Liam left, I was sad again. And I feel better than yesterday for sure. I think yesterday was really a low point for me this year. Yeah, probably emotionally the lowest point so far. Very violently upsetting. I don't know why yesterday was so violent. But even today, I still feel drab, dull. Suicide is still on the table. I hate to say this, but it's still in the works. I think it's because I'm planning to do it a whole year later that it doesn't really feel that final or that devastating now. Because it's been postponed for a year. And maybe a small part of me doesn't want to die, and I just haven't fully realized that yet. But last night I gave it some thought, and I realized, the list of things I want to do as listed on the Google spreadsheet, finish all the movies I want to watch, finish all the books I want to read, eat good food, travel, say goodbye to people. If I had done all these things, I'm done. Like, I actually have nothing, nothing's hinging on me. Of course, I have the Film 33 doc, which is why I'm giving myself an extra year to finish that. I have responsibility to finish that. I also want to finish the 3 essay films that I want to do. Even if I don't get to do The Empire, if I can do the 3 essay films I plan to make, I think that's pretty good, pretty strong finisher for my very short-lived filmography. And if I get to attend my brother's graduation and attend a couple more birthday parties, I give myself 1 year, actually, because I'll go through 365 days, and I'll go through the birthdays of all the people I care about. So at least I get to say happy birthday to all the people I care about one last time. So after I've done all that, genuinely, I don't know what's left. I genuinely don't. And I think that's really bad that suicide now feels like a business decision. It's not something erratic or impulsive anymore, which I think is bad, because if it's purely impulsive, emotional, then if my emotions go away, then the suicidal thoughts go away. But now it feels like a business decision, like I have to do it to like save power or something. Maybe I'm not that serious about it. I wouldn't know, but I would know, but I wouldn't know. It's somewhere in the back of my unconscious mind, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Sunny had posted even more on her Instagram, even more selfies with that guy. I think they were at near Gateway. They took a selfie off of like a reflection off of a glass window, and then they took another selfie, like a little goofy one that is close up, and then another photo of like a plate of like shit, like terrible food, like hash browns or something. And Sunny's caption was like, "Oh, this guy cooked a feast for me, yay!" And okay, I know it, I knew it. So, yeah, but I'm not as violently sad as I was yesterday. But this is still very upsetting. It's kind of stupid because I and Sunny, we don't know each other that well anyways. I wanted to start a relationship. I wanted to start at least knowing her, getting to talk to her. Also, her hair is short now. I did not realize this in her like last selfie because her hair was kind of covered, but in the selfies today, she had like really like way shorter hair now. And in my head, all I can think about is that's not going to work for the Empire. I want her to have longer hair for that role. I'm sorry. So if the Empire does come out, I'll ask her, grow it out, please. But truth be told, I don't even fucking know if the Empire is gonna happen or not. Truth be told. But good for her. Again, very impressed. Very impressed. She dumped a guy in May. In June, she's with another guy. She just cannot stop attracting men. She just cannot stop because she's so loved. Unlike me, who, of course, no one loves me in this world. I don't know, throughout the whole day today, I just said to myself, I want to be a terrorist. I just want to blow shit up. I just want to kill people. Not because I'm angry. It's not even like a crime of passion thing. I just think there's like no point to anything. Like if something blows up, I'm not gonna care. Like I just don't care anymore. I just don't really care anymore. So, I don't know. Low key, should I quit filmmaking and just become a terrorist? Maybe. I genuinely don't care anymore. And again, like, why would people, like, I always think about, how will people react? You know, how will people react when I do these things and I post these things on Instagram? And then I realize people's reaction don't matter as well because I'm out of the school, I won't even see these people, and if they're like, ooh, Enoch's so cool for like being sad and suicidal, or oh, Enoch's so cringe for doing it, it doesn't matter because it's all the fucking same anyways. It's all bullshit. All human action and reaction is just like one big bullshit. I feel like being at USC, you're kind of like living in a hoax. You're kind of like conditioned to propaganda where they make you think, oh, I just got this crazy big internship. I just got this 480. I'm directing this. I just got into this club. I'm getting this award, blah, 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 blah. Like you, when you're at USC, you really fall for this human propaganda. Like, if you do all these things, you're going to feel like you're important. You're going to feel like you're making big changes in life. Wow, I'm really doing something important and cool, and I'm happy. Like, no. The thing is, human beings are pointless, and everything we do is pretty meaningless and minute in the grander scheme of the universe. Some people who graduated USC, SCA, especially the cool, hot, attractive people, they get into ridiculous jobs and internships, the television academy, all that good stuff. And they take a photo of their badge. They're like, internship day one, baby. Internship day one, climbing the ladder. Bitch! You graduated and you're still falling for the same propaganda. You're still falling for the same, wow, humans are so important. I feel important. I'm making cool things. I'm climbing the ladder. The ladder is like this tall against this universe. Like when I got out of USC, surely a lot of people got out of USC with like nothing like me will truly realize how quiet and how slow and how boring life outside of USC is, because that is the truth. The truth is there is nothing. Like it's a desert out here. And I also feel like that's reflected in my filmmaking. Like The Empire is written during the thick of it. So everything's like all about climbing the ladder, all about what's more important, what's less important. And then now I'm working on these essay films, which are essentially like I'm in the desert. I'm on the desert. I have nothing. I have no water. I have no food. And you can't keep falling for this hoax, you know? This humanistic hoax. But yeah. I'll tell you one sweet thing though. Jaehyun, I don't know, I get an inkling that I don't know what's Jaehyun's situation now. I mean, I stopped knowing her since October, which is what, 8 months ago? I think since running into her at the gym yesterday. There's a little reconciliation. And today she just sent me an Instagram post of an owl, a very cute owl. I love owls. I'm a huge owl guy. And I thought that was really cute. And I'm like, haha. And then she said, oh, by the way, the gym hadn't returned my money. So she's trying to make small talk with me again. And don't know what her strategy is. The thing is, our relationship is already tainted. But I appreciate the small sweetness. I appreciate it. But she's an evil one. If she's thinking of, you know, getting me to be interested in her again and toying me around again, that's not gonna happen, man. I am dead set on dying. I'm fucking dying, dude. Go and fuck some other white guy. And I think this really puts into perspective because I don't know Sunny at all. I know bits and pieces of her because I've seen her, I've observed her, but I know Jaehyun on a way deeper level. Maybe I'm not the deepest knower of Jaehyun, but she's revealed too much to me about her family and her past and her mental health issues and whatever, her issues and all that stuff. And her sexuality and her insecurities. Just too much. Okay, I know who you are now. Okay? If there's like, how many people do I know in USC? That's a good thought experiment, actually. I've left USC 2.5 years. How many people do I know? I feel like I can name 3, and it's Jaehyun, Christian, and Maisie. Maybe Audrey, maybe Colin, but I feel like, I don't know, I've known Colin for a long time, and we never really have the chance to have like a deep personal conversation. But yeah, the 3 people I've had deep conversation with, not even Maisie though. I feel like I know Maisie I've seen them so much that, and they have like trauma dumped quite a bit, that it's just like, okay, I know. But yeah, literally it's these three. I guess I know the Woos as well. I mean, I've been to their house, but they're not particularly, you know, they're not that complicated. And I don't want to belittle anyone, but the Woos gang, their entire gang is just like, we're just chilling Asians, you know. It's not the same as what Jiayun is doing and all that. So, yeah. At the end of the day, if I were to be upset, it would be Jiayun and not upset about Sunny. Yeah. Oh well. Tomorrow I think I'm going to Architect's Corner because I need to get the boxing knife again, box cutter, because I'm gonna injure myself, probably, maybe, I don't know, depends on how I feel tomorrow. It's so interesting because thinking about self-harm now feels like just another kind of piercing, but it shouldn't be, but it should be, but it shouldn't be, you know. I think conceptually it is, but conceptually it isn't. I think piercing, it's with a professional. But isn't it more or less the same? Yeah. I don't know, but I'm going somewhere. If I'm not going to Architect's Corner, I'm going out getting boba, drawing more, reading more, Central Library perhaps. And then Wednesday I'm back at the gym, and then this week I have nothing basically. I'm just gonna continue doing job search. Yeah. Fucking whatever. Okay, it's 2:59 p.m. on June 16th, 17th, 16th. Yeah, slept from 5:25 to, I don't know, I woke up around 1, and then I woke up again around 2 something, like 2:30. Yeah. Not bad. Slept pretty well. I had a nice dream, I feel like. Let me try to recall what happened in my dream. Yeah, I think I think I saw, yeah, I think I saw, there was a really funny dream. I don't know why. Oh. I just remembered laughing a lot. And I was maybe, I was in a mall or something, or in some house, some apartment. It sucks because I dreamed so much that they all just kind of turned into a blur. Also, I looked at Instagram right before this, so it kind of just erased my memories. Oh well. I feel a little better again than yesterday. I'm still sad, by the way. I look at Instagram and the first thing I see is Sunny Instagram stories, and they're still posting selfies. How many more selfies are you gonna take? How many more selfies are you gonna take? They are madly in love. How many more selfies are they gonna take? Yeah. So dumb, man.
they're madly in love. I hope they're. I mean, I'm happy for them. Whatever, man. But Jesus Christ. So that's just offensive. I should just block them, really. Um. But yeah. Whatever. I'm. Yeah. I. So today I'm thinking I'm going to Architect's Corner, but the thing is that place closes in 2 hours. So, but I don't know. If I really want to go, I'm gonna head out after breakfast, and I also want to go to Trader Joe's to get to buy more food. And yeah, good news is I got refunded from the gym for $240, so it works out. I'm gonna apply to more jobs. I'm gonna watch more stuff today, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna apply to jobs, watch more stuff, edit, just the usuals. Yesterday was so unproductive. Like, I spent hours doom scrolling. I spent hours listening to music. But it's fine because there's like no goal. There's like nothing left for me to do. So yeah. Yeah. But maybe the good thing about letting go of Sunny is that, because like the whole idea of still being with Sunny is like holding on to, you know, the last bits of my college life. Like, I know I've left, but not so far, not so fast, still a little bit left. You know, I know I'm out of college, but I'm still experiencing college if I'm still affiliated with college people. I think if I let go of Sunny, it's like, then I'm truly gone. Like, I've truly left college. There's nothing left. And then, of course, the Empire is also me trying to, you know, squeeze the last drop out of my college experience. But if I let go of the Empire, it's nothing. It's over. Then it truly is over. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Also, good news is Christian is alive. He just texted back, so nice. But I'm not doing so well, obviously. Yeah. Gonna hit the gym tomorrow, and yeah. Okay, it's 12:08 after midnight. Another boring ass fucking day. Did nothing. NIHT. Yeah, I'm going insane. I really am. The first few hours of today, I just listened to music as per usual, and then I was like, I'll just listen to a little music before I start working, whatever. And I ended up listening to music for like 2 hours and just listening to more music and more and more and more. Listening to Bossa Nova, listening to Midair Thief, whatever. And then I was gonna go to Architect's Corner, which closes at 5 p.m., but I realized when I started listening to music, it was like 3:30 already, or like 4. And then it's 4 p.m. if I leave at like 4, and I still haven't had breakfast. If I leave at 4:15 or 4:30, by the time I get there, it'll be like
4:50. So what's even the point? So if I want to go, I gotta wake up a little earlier. So I didn't go. What I ended up doing is I walked all the way to USC Village to do another drawing session. But first I walked all the way to Pot of Cha. I got some boba, which is nice. Boba bubble tea with pudding. Not really boba pearls, but with pudding, which is really good. And then I walked back to USC Village to draw. But I left a little late. I left around 7:15 p.m. And then by the time I got to the USC Village, it was already 8:15. Like, I went to Pot of Cha and went back. It was 8:15, and I gave myself around half an hour to draw. And then I went to Trader Joe's to buy food. Also, my earbuds, I charged it all night. Turns out it didn't fucking charge. And I couldn't even listen to music, so that was very stupid. But I did draw. It was fine, it was whatever. The sky was getting dark, so I couldn't look clearly. So it wasn't a pleasant experience. Went to Trader Joe's, bought a bunch of food, $82. Took a lift back, and then, yeah. Also, when I was drawing, Christian called me. So Christian's very much alive, and he said Minnesota was fine. So I'm happy that he's doing well. I'm not really doing well. But Christian was going to call me, and I was like, I'm in the middle of drawing. Let's call back an hour later. An hour later, I came back home. I called him. No one picked up, which is fine. I'll call tomorrow or whatever. Who cares? So, yeah, that's basically today. I don't know what to think or feel anymore. I'm still suicidal, unfortunately. When I wasn't listening to music and I'm just walking on the streets raw, no music, I'm thinking a lot about dying still. And it's so crazy how pervasive these suicidal thoughts are. Like, they just keep happening. They just keep going. And again, it's less like crushingly sad, more of just like plain banal, like, you gotta die. Which is so weird. Every time I get sad, it's like a different flavor. It's like a different texture. Like, sometimes I'm sad and it's like melodramatic and, cheesy. Sometimes when I'm sad, it's like light and ethereal. This time, it's the bleakest, blankest, most banal, most unappealing kind of sadness. It's just there, and I just can't do anything about it. It's just there. It's not even there in a aggressive, violent way or a passive way. It's not like a little there. It's not like slowing me down. It's not making me speed up. It's not doing anything other than just being there. It's the most mundane kind of sadness ever. It's not biblical. It's not minute. And I kind of hate that I'm so suicidal. The thing is, today I actually feel much better. I wouldn't say that much better. But then somehow my suicidal thoughts are not attached to my feelings anymore. Like, I feel fine today. I don't feel much. I'm just, buying food, eating food, listening to music, just doing normal people stuff. But these thoughts are still there. Like I'm not really, it's somehow detached from my feelings, which is making it worse. Like, I'm not even emotionally compelled to kill myself. It's a business decision. So that sucks. But, yeah, not much else. I don't really know what to think. I feel like it's good that I'm not seeing Sunny. I know how a few days ago I was like, I don't care if Sunny already has a boyfriend. I'm still gonna meet her up, talk to her, tell her how I feel. If I can achieve these two things, it's okay. And it's true, I will eventually achieve these two things, I believe. But for now, at least for the next 2 months, I hope I don't see her, because out of sight, out of mind, okay? The good thing with Jaehyun is, even though we are at the same school, that is USC, she's like gone a lot. She's disappeared a lot. She's not at SCA, she's not wherever, and it's fine, because out of sight, out of mind. I also hang out with people who are not that involved with her at all. The Collective View people barely know Jaehyun. The Woo's gang, they vaguely know her, but only vaguely. Like, I wasn't even that involved with her, so I'm like, it's like fine, you know? So, and I think this will be extra easy, like, because Sunny is already not very much there at USC. Now that I don't go to USC, I highly doubt I'll even see her in the wild. I don't think I've ever seen Sunny in the wild other than that one time outside of SCB. And also technically before I went to the final Click to View showcase when I ran into her and Anya and Riley. But like, and it's so bizarre, like running into them in the crossroad. That was truly, I don't know. Like today when I walked past Jefferson Boulevard, like Ralph's, or was that Vermont? That was Vermont. That was Vermont Jefferson. When I walked past that, I was like, what if I run into her there? And then when I walked through the USC Village, I thought, what if I run into her at Trader Joe's? But the truth is, chances of me running into her is like really low, I believe. So let's keep that low, okay? Okay. What else am I thinking? I don't know, it's just fucking hilarious. Like, my life is so fucking stupid that it's hilarious. You know, I'm beginning to believe that God exists because God hates me, or at least someone who is really powerful and controlling the world hates me because I cannot be this unlucky. I like 4 girls, and let's not count Mary. I know Mary is probably the most important one here. Let's not count Mary. I was a timid little child. I didn't deserve Mary because I didn't even try. Leslie, Jaehyun, Sunny, all 3 of them cannot. They just cannot. Because Jaehyun and Sunny aren't single, and then Leslie is a lesbian, and also I didn't deserve her, but I tried, but I was a fool back in 2023. It's ridiculous. Like, I have a great many platonic friends who are probably single. Audrey, Shrek, and I hung out with Kaylin. Like, I hang out with all these people, and I don't have feelings for any of them. And then whenever I do, they're already taken, or they're a lesbian. Like, it's honestly hilarious how pathetic my life is. It's honestly tragic. I was quite comforted by the fact that, you know, these great thinkers like Nietzsche and Charles Bukowski, all of them are like, they're like mega loser virgins, like me. And then Ozu never married anyone, you know. And, you know, even people like Spielberg and Tarantino, like, they don't have girlfriends until they're late in their 20s. So I'm glad that I'm like, if I survive next year, you know, and I survive if I become famous and successful, which I don't even know if it's going to happen if I die, but if I do, they'll be like, oh yeah, Enoch actually has never dated until late 20s or like ever, basically. And it's going to add on to the whole, like, wow, he's such a, you know, this like loser core, you know. But yeah, I don't know, I'm so suicidal as fuck, and that's that. Don't really know what else I could say beyond that. I was looking at some YouTube guidelines, and apparently I can't self-harm and record and upload it to YouTube. But I really think I should make my suicide film. It's very evil. Or like my suicide note film. Yeah, the whole film is a suicide note. It's very evil. But now that I have the idea, I cannot not do it, you know? I'm the kind of guy who, once I have a movie idea and I really believe in it, I have to follow through and see through it. And it's less of a matter of morality, more of a matter of integrity. Like, I don't care if what I make is evil or not. It represents me. It's what I believe in, and I need to commit to it. So yeah. Anyways, that's that. I have nothing else to say.